I thought there's some really good positives to take from the game, stuff that we'd worked on from the first game to this game, where you saw us being a little bit more forward thinking and assertive and creating some opportunities, pressing some right moments, and almost picking off the ball and almost scoring goals. So there's a lot of things that to look at and be proud of and to be positive. And the guys put in a really good shift and work till the end and tried to go find a goal at the end. So definitely happy with the effort. Wish we could have gotten the 3 points, but yeah, very pleased with the effort the guys put forth.
Rumba, I guess just what impressed you about, I guess, this team's defense tonight and just the defense over both of the two games you played, just allowing one goal, one of them a clean sheet tonight?
I think just like I think the staple of our club is to be a solid, hardworking defensive team, and so I think that we've already got that foundation. And just like we talked about, earlier in the week, is that you're starting to get guys who are regulars coming back into the lineup who play together, who have some continuity. I think, it translates onto the field, and the more that they play together, I think you'll see hopefully more clean sheets and good, sound defensive performances.
Yeah, and I guess you came out with the same starting 11 that you did against Atlanta. I guess how important is it to have that stability in the lineup right now, especially at a time like this?
I think it's very important to have that stability, and I think the guys who played last week, did a really good job, and I think earned the right to play again this week. And again, they show that they can play, and the more they get to play together, the more that they get to hopefully build better relationships and understand each other more, and hopefully be more effective and impactful in the game.
Yeah, Rumba, I joined a little bit late, so apologies if this is maybe doubling up. But I was curious about kind of Hani's role, especially in the first half. It seemed like he was playing a good bit deeper, and maybe more on like the right side of midfield. Was that kind of an intentional choice? And how did you feel like, in general, the midfield did kind of linking up with the front line?
I thought, especially as the game went on, the midfield did, a better job of linking up with the front line. I think that, Hani and Annabelle and Sean were getting man marked in midfield. And so, some of the rotations or some of the decisions he had to make to come and find the ball required him to drop a little bit deeper. But I thought he was very effective and helped, start some of the attacks that we've had. And he's a catalyst for us to go forward and to create chances. And so when he'd find the ball, which he did, and in the second half, I think he found the ball even higher, really helps our team.
And then just kind of curious towards the end of the game, I guess I'm just wondering what your thought process kind of is when you're trying to balance, maybe bring on some fresh legs in attack and go for the 3 points while also not leaving yourself too exposed, and also thinking about the clean sheet and the point that you already have.
Yeah, I think, we as a staff sit and we talk about the different scenarios that occur. And I think we're very confident in the players coming in that they're going to do all the defensive work, while still having an impact and being effective going forward. And so we trust the guys coming in. And so not too many things changed. A little bit of allocation of players in order to generate some attack. But I think defensively, those guys are going to do the work for each other and for the club. All right. Thank you, guys.
I think the result is about what we deserved. I think we created some opportunities to score, obviously, which is always great on the road. But I think more importantly, we really played in a style that was a little bit more aggressive maybe than we've seen on the road. And I think the guys are really energized by that. By no means is it going to be perfect, but I think we're taking steps in the right direction. And, a lot of us are feeling pretty good about the situation. So we understand there's a lot of work to be done. This is a big week, but we view this as a positive step to start the week.
Yeah. Dan, I guess just how has the team, I guess, adapted overall and just moved from, Gary's dismissal last week, and just, did having, a full week before this game maybe help you guys settle down some just compared to last Saturday against Atlanta?
Sure. I think that's obvious. Yeah. I think, you know, a lot of us that are, you know, a little bit longer in the tooth, if you will, in MLS have been through this situation before, unfortunately. And it's the way of life. You know, not every season is filled with continuity, and there's always sometimes a shakeup. And for us, it's just about being a group of players that's been together. We've had a lot of continuity on that side, and knowing that we have a familiar face in Rumba, being able to step forward and take the responsibilities of head coach. And so there's been somewhat of a seamless transition in that regard. But in terms of what Rumba wants to impart on the game and, you know, bring out in us, certainly there's some changes. But like you said, I think that first week is always going to be a little bit hectic and very emotional for everybody, given the, you know, longevity of Gary here. But, you know, the season goes on for us, and we have the task of putting together some good results and some wins and climbing the board. So as of now, it's certainly been a different week, and one where we were able to get a full week of training under our belts, which felt a lot more natural for sure.
Yeah, Dan, I'm just curious, towards the end of the game, when you're pushing for a winner, how do you balance kind of the desire to get 3 points with also knowing that you have a clean sheet and are on track for a point on the road?
Great question. I think realistically, we're in a spot right now where we haven't been able to consistently look or feel or threaten teams consistently, especially in the second half. We saw some pretty telling data about our performance first half or second half. So I think right now, regardless of on the road or not, I think looking the way we did towards the end of the game, aside from a few transition moments for them, I was really proud of the guys and really proud of us as a group and how we were able to put them under pressure and be the aggressor in certain areas of the field consistently, which I think we've lacked at times in the past. So like I said, a tie isn't what we're here to do. We're here to win. We didn't accomplish that. But that being said, if you look at the process of how we went through the game and progressed and were able to compete, I think a lot of us can hold our heads high. And as a group, we're pretty positive and feeling good about moving forward.